Haven't shot any video lately. Cleaned out a ditch. This ditch was bad. It actually looked a lot like this over here. Trees, brush. Some people threw some rocks in here. It would be nice to have some footage of the equipment running, but my phone's just about shot. Anytime you have any larger motors, we had some of the four-wheel drive tractors out here pulling out trees yesterday. It just gets crackly and it gets annoying, so just thought I'd show some footage. Everybody thinks you got to clean out ditch with backhoes and whatnot. A couple tractors, no less 250, and luckily a fairly dry fall, and took what was a mess and turned it into something that would probably drain fairly decent. We didn't shoot slope, but I just basically took it fairly close to where it was originally dug, and then we took all the brush out of it and have one hell of a bonfire next spring over the stuff will dry out. And there's a lot of brush here. Walk down the ditch, you can see. Pulled out half of this with the skid loader and the grapple forks, and the other half tractors. Stuff actually pulled out really easy. Getting these drainage ditch bottoms, everything's shallow rooted. If you can push, it'll usually pop out without much of a root going into the ground. So they cleaned out actually from this point right here all the way to those trees. That was all done with the skid loader. All these piles right here is all skid loader. And then this direction is where the trees got bigger, so I use the four-wheel drive. So I don't know. Everybody worries about tiling and everything on the wet years. We weren't wet this year, so dry years are good years to fix your stuff too without making a big mess. So hopefully the stuff's gonna burn up next year really nice in the spring, so we can get these fields planted. And then have to do a little bit more contouring these ditches. Our solution to this ditch stuff growing, making a big mess with these willows and whatnot, is we're gonna try to contour this wide enough out so we have maybe 50-60 feet and have it seeded into grass so a guy can come in here and cut it and bale it in the right circumstances. That way it's manageable, because cleaning this up like this is going to be tough to get this all burnt up, cleaned up, and ready to go back into field by next spring. Plus you get all these little stupid roots and whatnot that are they're just cedars. Maybe the trees are out now, but there'll be green stems by next summer for sure on some of the stuff. You just can't get it all, so you gotta stay ahead of it, keep it dead, keep it in something manageable. So yeah, no tractor footage on this. Would have been nice. Shot quite a few minutes of tractor footage yesterday, but everything was crackly and annoying, so all I get is some footage of the tail end on the deal. So yeah, it wasn't a bad project. Did this basically all in this first week of December, last couple days of November, and I think this is going to be a big improvement if it turns wet again.